All right, I thought today was a good effort, good intensity. I thought I had some physical work throughout today's practice. Just obviously trying to push and go get better. Like I said, on Monday, it's about going to get the job done. And obviously, hard work is a minimum expectation. That needs to show up. We got to make sure that coaches, players, everybody involved goes and executes the plan, goes and puts ourselves in a position to go win this game. And it's going to be a challenge. Obviously the team we're playing is coming off the best game that they've had this year, and we've got to rise to the challenge of being the best of us. And if that happens, I got a lot of confidence in what it can be. So. That's what we're working towards, and I thought we got off to a good step here on this Tuesday practice.
What did you see from Earl?
Yeah, that's a guy. I mean, I'm really encouraged by what I believe that's gonna be. And obviously Earl coming in, we started off at nickel. It was him and Kevin. And there's some things that just early that was probably not his best ball. As he's coming in, with all things he missed a lot of the spring, being non-contact, and then really with Edwin emerging, as a guy that has been able to compete and to give us great reps there at nickel, it's allowed some flexibility. And Earl has moved him back to safety about 3 weeks ago, I would say, before the bye week, and I see him. That's his natural position, and it's one where I think I've mentioned it before, but he reminds me so much of Jamie, and just in how Jamie transitioned through his career. You start off at nickel, move back to his high safety, and it's really just I think Earl has a really good ceiling when it comes to that, and it's good to see him get out in the game and be able to operate. Still a lot for him to learn, in just the repetition of it, and he's putting in a lot of time and work, but it was definitely great to see him take a very positive step.
Does an in-season move like that allow a guy to flush the bat and refocus?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, it's not. I mean, sometimes it's hard. It's hard for guys in that. It's not totally foreign to them, but it wasn't. But when it's just different calls, different language, different techniques, alignments, all the detail things where it gets back. You want guys to be able to go out there and play fast and confident in what they know, and now you're adding just a lot of things to think and process. So it's not, and I mean, he's done a great job. He spent a lot of time on his own, being able to go back through even some of the base installations, some of the things we're being asked to do. But I think as he continues to grow at the position, you're going to see him accelerate at a very, very high pace.
You have 4 games left. Luke could play in 2 of them and still redshirt. I guess when you're figuring out the plan for him, is that consulting with him and his family? Is it just what's best for the team?
I mean, we're working through all things, with a this week focus, and so that's our mindset and approach, with all of our guys, especially when it comes to decisions like that. It's this is a week, and let's go be as good as we can be and continue to improve.
What makes Hampton so good for UNC? Why is he such?
And he's a big back. He's got great size, speed when he gets in open field, but I think he's for a guy who's got home run hitting power, speed. I mean, it's just his patience as a back too. You can see his vision. Show up. He's a tough guy to tackle. You definitely have to get him stopped before he gets out in the open field. So I mean, he's a real complete back.
System-wise, are they also really good at running ball? I think they're one of 2 teams in the country that have had a really good rusher in every game this season.
Yeah, I mean they're big up front. They've been able to create movement, create space, and then obviously you got some dynamic guys they're giving the ball to that have made it happen for them.
Has the value of a red shirt changed at all in terms of when guys are healthy? I know maybe they're not planning on making college for 5 years, and they don't need it to transfer any longer.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think there is a different value now. I mean, in all reality, I know there's been talk about the 5 for 5 as a possibility. And so I mean, I'm probably banking to more that's going to be a reality, than not. But I mean, obviously there's still things that have to go through it. We'll see where it all goes. And but I think when you look at the long term, some guys just physically or developmentally, you just need that time. And especially when you look on the different line of scrimmages. I mean, it's you want guys to be physically prepared and ready when they step out there. And we've seen the good of it, and we've also seen the bad of it, of some of those situations. So but yeah, it's like there's all different parts of it, and we want to make sure that guys are maximizing their time and not to push them if they're not physically or even emotionally ready sometimes. But on the flip side of it, making sure that if they are, that we take advantage of the opportunity.
It used to be guys would talk at the end of the season about what their futures are going to be, but now with like the portal opening so quickly after the season, you have to have conversations with guys during the season or wait till it's still. We're gonna have. It's the difference, I think, even to in today's age. They've added the that dead period to where there's going to be a few days before that the portal opens, and there is time that conversations can be had, and just to be real, there's some guys that probably that'll be the best option for them. It's just you look at where they are and opportunities for guys that want to play, and got some guys that have graduated, and they're going to explore different levels. So I've had some conversations even up to this point, but it's also it's just all part of the new age. But we will have time, and we also have the bye week, another bye week here after Notre Dame.
Coach, do you have to feel you almost have to recruit your own roster while recruiting other guys because of the portal? Like, it seems you have to also.
I recruit them every day. It's how you show up, how you work, what you do, the investment you make. There's. We were on the road last week, and guys that have gone to other places, and that are having careers. They're there after our game just to see our team. See, got to hug a bunch of them, I care about the players that I coach here, and there's sometimes guys that leave for whatever reason that they feel is best for them, and in today's age it's a variety of different reasons, and I respect the decisions. I give my honest opinion and assessment of where it is and what it could look like, but my job is how I show up every day and pour into these players. It's not going to be about a speech. It's not going to be about that's where it gets all it's what are you doing with each day that you get, and I care about these guys, and I want them to be the best that they can be, and if it's here at Florida State, great. If it's a better situation, better opportunity for them, sometimes I'll be honest and tell them that's what I think, and it's all part of the journey. But that's how I try to build trust with them. Is just I'm gonna be transparent, honest with them throughout this time, and then when it comes down to if there is a decision to be made, then they know exactly where we all stand.
You guys have been through a long journey now with Darryl, just from when he came in to getting to play, and then the improvement it seems like he's made during the course of the season.
No, it's great. He's putting in a lot of work, and and he's been impactful. Maybe the stats haven't just jumped off about that, but he's been impactful, and then being able to see this last week getting to the quarterback, finishing a couple plays. Expecting big things this last third of the season for him.
Good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.